My experience at the practice has been really amazing. I feel like Dr. Huettner's team is really almost like a family. Everybody works really well together. I came out of state to work with Dr. Huettner, and it was really important for me to have a team of people that were helping to make the process easy for me. I really love the technology that they use to communicate with their patients. It made it really easy for me to get in contact with them or in contact with Dr. Huettner. So the whole process just was completely seamless. So the type of procedure I had done was I had a breast reduction and lived with Dr. Huettner. What led me to seek a breast reduction with Dr. Huettner is for a long time, pretty much since puberty. When my breasts came in, they just came in very asymmetrical. I also had a chronic medical condition. I had Crohn's disease when I was younger and was on a lot of steroids. And so I would gain weight, I would lose weight, and that also made the asymmetry of my breast really obvious when I would wear a bathing suit or when I would try to wear things that were strapless. And so I just really wasn't happy with that and didn't feel comfortable in my body and felt like it was time for me to do something about it. What led me to choose this practice over all of the others was actually a really negative experience that I had. So I was interviewing different plastic surgeons, and I live in DC, and I was interviewing a plastic surgeon and considering working with him. And he was like very insensitive and just there wasn't a lot of warmth. And also because I've had Crohn's disease or had Crohn's disease since I was a kid, since I was 13, I'm in my 30s. I grew up in hospitals, I grew up around a lot of doctors, and there is a cadence that I like to have with my providers and where they acknowledge my own intelligence about my body, and it's like a shared collaborative relationship. And I just had this really negative consultation. And after that, I found Dr. Huettner. And when I had my first consultation with her and I had shared with her what happened, she was so compassionate and understanding. And she also affirmed my own intelligence about my body. Like, she wasn't intimidated about my own medical knowledge. She was so collaborative in listening to me. She was so gentle in the way that she approached me, and it just made me feel like really safe. And I just love her so much, and I'm so grateful that I had that negative experience because it's what led me to Dr. Huettner. I am so happy with the procedure results. I feel like not even just the result of the procedure, but the whole process. I was never actually really like in any pain, which was very, very surprising to me. I've had other surgeries before, and that was something that I didn't expect. Dr. Huettner used like a pain block that she put in after the procedure, and for the next 72 hours, I never felt anything. And so that was amazing. And then the results were just impeccable. It's very natural looking. I feel like my breasts are now in proportion with my body, and I can wear all the things that I want to wear. I can do all the things that I want to do. I'm an active person as well, and so I feel like my breasts really accommodate my lifestyle, and it just looks amazing. My overall experience at the practice has been incredibly positive. I always felt really supported, whether it was the nursing staff who was always available to answer my questions, especially after surgery. You know, sometimes things happen and you panic, you know, and you want to be able to get in touch with someone. I would say even the staff that helped me to get the insurance and all of the administrative things in place for the procedure, down to Dr. Huettner herself and the staff that was there in the surgery center that day. Like, I just had an amazing experience, and I feel really privileged that I did. I would absolutely recommend the practice. I feel like I've already done that so many times. Like I would absolutely recommend Dr. Huettner. I think that if you are considering having a breast surgery, you absolutely need to work with Dr. Huettner. Her bedside manner is incredible, her knowledge is incredible, and she just takes good care of you. I 100% recommend her. My aftercare was, I would say, really great. I came in out of state, and so I had to coordinate that with the office, and they are really helpful about that in terms of finding a hotel, finding a place nearby. And then after surgery, I received a call from Dr. Huettner. I was checked in with regularly, even when I went home. And they have an app that they use to make sure they can get in touch with you and you can get in touch with them. So aftercare was also seamless. I never felt alone in the process or like I had a surgery and now it's kind of up to me to figure out the rest. It was all very, expectations were clear, my questions were answered, and when I needed support, I was able to get it. Now I'm feeling really great. I'm a year out from my procedure and my scars are healing really well. I just feel like I have the body that I was meant to have. So I'm just really grateful.
Nice.
I'm so happy I went through with the surgery, and I honestly wish that I had done it sooner, but I'm glad that I did it when I did. I would like other patients to know that it's really important for you to work with a provider that has spaciousness for you, that will listen to you, will answer a million questions, and not feel provoked or irritated. You need to have ownership over your body, and you need to work with somebody who will respect that ownership. And I think especially when it comes to the medical field and the health industry complex, as a woman of color, it's important for me to work with somebody who can hold space for me and see me and listen to me when I express myself. And so I would encourage every person listening, whether you're a woman or a woman of color or not, that you need to make sure you're working with a provider that has space for you, that will listen to you when you talk about your body, because it is your body. They have an intelligence and you have an intelligence, and you need to work with somebody who understands that dynamic. And Dr. Huettner definitely does. I had so much fun. So I really enjoyed myself. I love being able to express myself and embody my emotions. So I had a really wonderful time taking photos. It was just so perfect and a great way to celebrate everything that I did for my body. So yeah, I had a great time. I loved that. And I mean all of those things. Like thank you. Today I do not have Crohn's. I actually healed my body of Crohn's working with a functional medicine doctor and like a naturopath. So I don't have Crohn's anymore, but I have been, like I could start my own IV, I can read my labs. Like I can tell by the way a doctor walks to me if there's somebody I can deal with. And just talking to her for 5 seconds, I was like, oh, duh, like this is my person. So I just like love her. I love when I can come into the city and see her because I come for my scar treatment, but she's just like an angel on earth. So I'm happy to do this. It's nothing, and I have fun, so.
Amazing.
Thank you.